TwitchyAcorn71 here, and today, guys, I'm doing a review on Call of Duty Ghost, giving my opinion on some good and bad things about Ghost, and overall, was Call of Duty Ghost a good game or not? So, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Alright, guys, sorry we're back. So, guys, moving on with the campaign, I'm going to give my opinion of the campaign while playing one of the campaign missions, the final missions in Call of Duty Ghost. Essentially, the final mission is when you're in the train and you're trying to get to work. I felt like Call of Duty Ghost campaign was pretty good overall. There's a few things I was kind of concerned about, but honestly, it is a good campaign. And guys, some people kind of think otherwise. In comparison to the Black Ops 2 campaign, because Black Ops 2 is the more recent Call of Duty in comparison to Call of Duty Ghost, and I'd say probably in comparison, I have to say that Ghost campaign is really good. Now, there is a few things that I like better in the Black Ops campaign, Black Ops 2 campaign, in comparison to Ghost. But I thought the storyline was well weighed out. I like the fact that we were kind of put in the position of a different, I guess you could say, country, or not different country, but actually, like, you know, we're not the dominant country. We're fighting back. We're the underdog. I kind of like that about Call of Duty Ghost. And in most Call of Duties, you don't ever see that. You know, you just see the fact that, you know, we're the big dogs and stuff like that. But it was a great take on it, and I felt like storyline-wise, they did an excellent job, and it played out very well. And then cutscenes like these are little parts in the missions where you had to fight helicopters and stuff like that. I loved that. And also the underwater mission, I felt like that was a good take on as well. And fighting in space, because that's something I thought was really cool, and I kind of wish they added into some of the Call of Duties, but when they added it in, I was so happy. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate the campaign? There was its flaws, but I'd probably give the campaign about an 8 out of 10. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, going on with the, we're going to kind of, I guess let's move on or whatever. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I kind of wanted to skip to this certain part of the mission. Anyway, I felt like the final parts, or the final fight between Warwick was probably a good, I guess you could say, fight or good call that they've added in. You know, and it's kind of, you know, it's kind of cool how, like, you fight Rourke right here. And, you know, it's just a really good cutscene. And plus you have no bullets here, and it's just like, seriously? And then, like, you gotta quickly grab one of these bullets, and then you gotta shoot right here through Hesh. And, if you guys haven't seen the game already. And then, right here where you shoot through, it hits the window, and like, my first reaction is, crap. Because this happens. Anyway, now we're underwater, and this is probably one of the most stressful parts, in my opinion, for the campaign. Because one, you know, you're kind of you're like, come on, we gotta get out of here, and it seems like you're not gonna make it, and sometimes you like, if you're not careful, you don't make it. But pretty much, I felt like the graphics in this game is excellent. Like, look at the visuals, especially with the fish moving. That wasn't really a big deal for me. And, oh, great. Live! Come on, we can make it. There we go. And, like, this right here, this probably, like, pushed it. Like, I thought this was, like, probably one of the best cutscenes, ending cutscenes I've ever seen. And plus you're having the drag Hesh on the shore. That's probably a cool feature. I thought that was interesting. You know, that was a part of Ghost.
Yeah. You got it, Logan. You did it.
And after seeing this, like, literally I was just so shocked. You know, because like right here in a minute, like when you see it, the visual was epic with the rockets coming down, destroying these ships right here. As you'll see in a second, there should be a rod coming down any second now.
Copy that. The Federation's in full retreat. The rest of the payload's inbound to finish the job. Sit tight. Recon's coming for you.
And there's the rod. And then this right here was probably like one of my favorite parts of all time in any cutscene. Just seeing the rods come down and destroy those ships is probably like the awesome parts of the highlight. The greatest part of the campaign. Now, let's skip on to the bad part. And guys, we are back, and this is probably one of the most shocking parts in the campaign. If you turn around, you look, and then, boom, Rourke's here. And it's like, seriously, we can't kill this guy. And this is like, this made me so mad the first time, and it scared me, because I didn't expect that to happen. And then, yeah, just this right here. This cutscene, it made me so mad. But guys, in my opinion, what does this foreshadow about the next game? I'm assuming that, you know, in the next game that you're gonna be playing as Hesh, and you're gonna be fighting to get Logan back and fight Rourke.
We're gonna destroy him together.
And this is like probably like one of the most shocking shocking cutscenes I've ever seen in a Call of Duty, other than the yeah, this right here got me right here. Like him yelling for Logan, it's just like, it's like, no, like, don't take me away. But anyway, guys, I better move on with the next thing. Sorry, guys, I'm having to move back and forth, so that's why I'm cutting out. If you're seeing like a cut or anything like that, I'm trying to move on to like cover all aspects of the game. So I'm covering the campaign, multiplayer, squads, and then finally Extinction. So right now we're moving on to the multiplayer. I'm going to give my opinion on it real quickly. So let's go ahead and get started. So now, really, I felt like Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer, I really felt the graphics were a whole lot better just in general in the Call of Duty game for Ghost. Noticing like it has really like they hyped up the graphics a lot, and like they had a good reason to. Now the main thing I didn't really like too much was the fact that they took out care packages, but when they added in the you know, I guess you could say, what's it called? I don't know, I forgot, I haven't played Ghost in forever. But the blue briefcases are, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know, that one right over there, if you saw it right over there, that's a blue briefcase. I felt like it was okay. I'm kind of glad they added it in. Like, they still kept care packages in, but they made them more rare. But, in my opinion, they weren't really a good add-on. I think they should have just kept the care packages. Field orders, that's it, field orders. So field orders, I really didn't think that they were really a good addition. They were okay. They kind of kept the game, I guess you could say, to where like you wanted to grab that briefcase and you wanted to get those objectives done so you could get a special streak, like for instance the Seekers. And that leads me on to the next thing I was going to talk about, which is the dynamic maps. Well, I was kind of disappointed with it. I thought the dynamic maps would have been like major destructible environments like Battlefield. That's what I felt like it was going to be like. But apparently this year it just wasn't like that. And then we got the care package, and hopefully we'll get get the Seekers. Speaking of which, now I did like the kill streak based streaks in each map. Like for example, in this map you get a Seeker, if this is it, I think it is, and no, it's a helo pilot. Oh well, guys, I'm gonna go fly around it. Now moving on, the prestige system, I did like it, but I felt like I went through it a little bit too quickly, if that makes sense. This year was actually the first year I actually hit Prestige Master. Reason is, I actually started playing Call of Duty, or Xbox 3 years ago, but I hadn't really had gold till like last year, and this year's like the third or fourth year of me playing Xbox. And most of the time when I played Black Ops 2, I was on Zombie, so I didn't, I'm like Prestige 5 on that map, or on that game, I mean. So that's kind of why it took up most of my time, and that's why I mainly, I'm not Prestige Master on it. I'm trying to hit it, but, you know, main focus is I felt like it was too short. It ended up going, I got Prestige Master around March, and after that, I was kind of bored with multiplayer. It just wasn't fun. To me, this is more of a competitive multiplayer, not really a big, fun multiplayer like Black Ops 2. Yes, there was some fun moments, and I felt like it was good, but otherwise I just didn't really enjoy it much. I was raging more in the game than anything else. But guys, that's my opinion on multiplayer. I think the guns were excellent in Call of Duty Ghost. How they were set up. I love the guns in Call of Duty Ghost in comparison to Black Ops 2. Yes, there are some great guns in Black Ops 2, but in my opinion, I think that Call of Duty Ghost won on guns, if anything. Like the Vector I'm using right now, I love it. And then finally, moving on to the last two things, is the Ripper. The Ripper is probably one of the best guns ever, in my opinion, that I've ever used in a Call of Duty. I've enjoyed it. This is probably my favorite gun of all time. Then the Maverick, it was okay. I felt like it was alright, but it wasn't really the best. But in comparison to the Peacekeeper, I think the Peacekeeper was better than the Maverick, but I think the Ripper beats the Peacekeeper overall. Anyway, guys, I'm going to move on to squads, and I'll be back. Alright, guys, we are back, and now I'm going to cover mainly squads mode. Honestly, I didn't like it. I barely even played squads at all during Call of Duty. I did play it a few times with Spud Nut and Jedi Peanut, and that was kind of fun playing it with them, but really, I just didn't feel like it was good, you know? You know, it wasn't... They try to make it like zombies, but it really isn't, because one, you're fighting AIs, and two, the system just... I didn't really find it that appealing, but it is a good survival, and it gets really hard, so it does give you a challenge, but it's just not really that fun. For example, you know, you're just given these streaks, and all you're doing is surviving, and, you know, if you can find the good camping spots, it's not really that difficult at times. I was playing this probably about, I don't know, there are some maps, like, I've come on and played, squads mode, and if you just find the good camping spots, you're pretty much set for the rest of the game. But, in my opinion, zombies is like, if you're going to compare it to zombies, I really do think that zombies is a whole lot better than this mode right here. I'm not going to spend much more time on it. I'm just going to show you a little gameplay, not too much, and then we're going to move on to the final part, which is Extinction. Now, quickly, War Game I felt like was a good addition, especially fighting your squads against other squads. I like that, but I thought I was going to play it a lot more, but apparently I was wrong. So, I just really didn't, it's probably like, if anything, this is probably the least favorite part of Call of Duty Ghosts that, you know, I played, and I didn't really like too much. But anyway, guys, I'll be back in Extinction. Hey guys, finally we are back with the final part of Call of Duty Ghost the final part of my review for Call of Duty Ghost. Sorry there, guys, I'm not the best at, you know, I guess really, you know, talking sometimes, you know, I'm sorry, I just can't really come up with a good topic sometimes, but sorry, my fault, I'm a derp, okay. But moving on, finally, I felt like Extinction was the best part of Call of Duty Ghost in general. Now, some people, they didn't really like Call of Duty Ghost Extinction. They thought it was boring. And mainly people just compared it to zombies. But if you don't compare it to zombies, and you just play it as it is, it's a fun, competitive, more of a, I guess you could say, more of an objective game than anything else. And that's what I liked about it. It's a whole lot more harder than zombies, in my opinion. And plus, when they added in relics, they made the map even extremely harder. Now I'm playing on the map Exodus at the moment. But guys, I honestly did like it. All the DLC maps were good, especially the boss against the breeder. That was extremely hard. So I'm going to kind of give my opinion. What I felt about the system with the medic and everything, like all your class setups and everything like that, you earned it, and once you earned it, you kept it. That was probably one of my most favorite parts about it. You just didn't lose it. You had everything back. And if you guys are like, I'm big on like co-op mode storylines, like one with zombies, and then I felt like this storyline was very interesting. It was just like, it wasn't, the storyline wasn't, you know, I guess you could say as, it's more straightforward, because zombies isn't really that straightforward. There's a lot of things that factor into zombies. Not just, you know, killing it. The storyline is major. If you hadn't learned the storyline or anything like that, then guys, try to look it up because it's really interesting. Now, the things with all the characters, like Dr. Cross, I felt like that was adding like some key characters, like main characters, was good. I was kind of sad that they didn't have, like, you know, I guess you could say main characters like, you know, Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Ritov, and those kind of characters, like those in this. you just pretty much dressed up, or you chose how you looked in the game. And that was kind of a little bit disappointing for me because I loved just main characters for certain game modes. You know, just I didn't really like, I guess you could say, the characters from Black Ops 2. I didn't really like them too much, but they were alright. And, but yeah, guys, pretty much that's all I got to say about Extinction. It was good. I felt like it could be better, and I hope they continue it. But if they don't, then hey, it was good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, we'll be back in a minute. Anyway, guys, now we are back. Now my overall opinion. Here it is, guys. Personally, in comparison to all the other Call of Duties, I really didn't think Call of Duty Ghosts wasn't that great. You know, I felt like there was a lot of good things in it, and they had the right thing going. But in comparison, it just wasn't that fun. In my opinion, this Call of Duty is the most probably competitive, and if you're like a really competitive player, this is probably the Call of Duty game for you. It wasn't really that enjoyable at times. I raged a lot because there was a lot of OP things. And mainly, you know, it just didn't live up to the expectations I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit disappointed. But guys, that's just how I felt about the game. It really is a good Call of Duty. I felt like the campaign's good, multiplayer's good, squads isn't really the best, and then Extinction is excellent, but it's not really a fun Call of Duty. And that's what you kind of want to have when you play Call of Duty. You don't want it just to be competitive. You got to also make it a fun Call of Duty, and just something that everyone's going to enjoy. You can't always meet everyone's criteria when it comes to a Call of Duty or what they expect in a game. I understand that, but there was a lot of things that I was kind of disappointed with, especially with the dynamic map events. I got really hyped up for that, and then just to find out it wasn't that good, I was really disappointed. But guys, leave it down in the comments below. Do you agree with my decision, or do you think Call of Duty Ghost is better? I personally don't know. I really do think Advanced Warfare is going to make Call of Duty Ghost look bad. I'm just saying. I hadn't played Advanced Warfare, and when it comes out, I'm planning on recording it. But guys, Call of Duty Ghost, it was good. It was good while it lasted, but you know, honestly, I've barely played Ghost since I don't know, 2 months. I really have just stopped playing it. I felt like gun game and all the game modes were good, but really it just Call of Duty Ghost isn't really what it needs to be. I hope in the next Call of Duty though that Infinity Ward they make it a whole lot better. They make things, you know, more, I guess you could say, fun for the player instead of more competitive. Like lower the competitive part of Call of Duty and make it more fun, because if you do that, then hey, I'll be happy. But guys, this has been my review on Ghost. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'm TwitchyAcorn71 for Minecraft Parody Central, and I'll catch you guys later. Also, one more thing, guys, just let us know what you want, what games you'd like us to play as well and record, because I know lately we hadn't been able to record. So guys, let us know down in the comments below as well. And also go check out my channel, check out Jake Man's channel, our personal channels. You know, just type in our gamer tags and you can easily find it. It's on YouTube. But anyway guys, I'll catch you guys later.